Unfortunately, how much more heavy rain. You can see the extent of this. So this is from the Gulf of Mexico. More of that tracking across the southeast. That includes parts of Alabama right into Georgia and following directly across Alabama into Charlotte. And this is heading up the eastern seaboard. So this literally is affecting multi-millions of people and will continue to do so. It's interesting right now, Brad, the instability in the atmosphere, not quite to the extent it was, say, an hour or 2 hours ago. We haven't seen any spin-ups lately, so hopefully that issue is ramping down the potential for tornadoes. We're not seeing that those little spin-ups like we did. Not to say it couldn't happen again, but mainly right now it's the heavy rain, the drenching rain, and the gusty winds. Yeah, we're hoping that this threat will transition out of the severe and tornado to just the rain threat, but that leaves a whole nother issue we have to deal with, because many people may have slept through a lot of the rain last night. We had an inch and a half of rain in Charlotte. When people woke up, there was a lull, and they said, "Where's the rain?" Well, it rained an inch and a half while you were sleeping. Yes. That saturated everything. So the rain that's falling now, which could be 2, 3, 4 inches on top of the inch of rain that fell earlier today, is going to cause widespread flooding issues as we go into the afternoon. The roads are already impassable in many locations because of debris and trees. If we start getting roads flooding out, that's going to make travel virtually impossible in a lot of locations. Another reason why you should stay put if you can. I know we want to get to our kids and get to our family. We got to do this in an orderly, safe manner, because getting around town is going to be incredibly difficult here. And we don't want you stuck out in this as well. I know a lot of the school systems are planning on this. They're looking at this. I mean, they're realizing how serious this is. And so it does mean if school is out late, that's fine. Don't rush to the school right now because of how serious it really is. What are you guys thinking is going to be the best time once this passes for parents to get out? Are you still trying to figure that out when it's safe for people to get out to go get their kids? The issue is the fact that we've had so much rain and some of those trees going down. So, I mean, it's, I think we're going to leave a lot of this information to come in from emergency management in the different counties. We're going to be getting information from them, and we'll relay that. Our reporters out there on the scene and our Severe Storms network of ham radio operators and emergency management folks out there to let us know, because it's going to be dangerous for hours. And I know that people have to get their kids home. You know, they can't stay at school forever. But in reality, if it is that serious a situation, you are much safer in place where you are, wherever that may be. Right. And we, like Brad was saying, we don't need everybody to leave all at one time in this situation. And once again, that rain is going to continue. It's not going to stop. And because of the amount of wind energy we have had in the area, that means there are a lot of trees that are upright at the moment, but with a little bit of wind, saturated soil, more trees go down, more power outages. Yeah, and to answer your question more directly, I guess, Sarah, is that I'd love to say there's going to be an exact time. I think the worst of the wind and tornado threat might be after 6 or 7, but the rain threat could continue until about midnight or 1 in the morning. So my husband just texted me and said, you know, in South Charlotte, they're on a generator right now with no electricity. And I had some other friends saying even offices close to our building that they're losing power too. So you're talking about in this area where we are out here? Yeah, we have a backup generator here at the station. I think that's going to be an issue as well throughout the day, the fact there's so many power outages. Yeah, and the trees aren't going to stop falling once the wind calms down, because the ground is saturated, and a lot of trees were damaged by either the tornadoes or the straight line winds that came through with the storms. That could lead to additional trees coming down. Probably what we're seeing a lot of right now, there might be power outages occurring as trees come down, as Duke Power is shutting down power in certain areas to work on lines that have fallen. So they have to shut down a whole area before that happens. I think the trees are going to be an issue, maybe even into Wednesday, or into Friday, because we're likely going to have strong winds and saturated soil through the night and tomorrow. And we've seen this even on a sunny day after one of these. We'll have a tree or two still come down. Yeah, it doesn't take much after this. You know, you go into the weekend, after that, it just takes a little light wind. And, well, I mean, that's just going to be the situation with all the rain that we've had. At the moment, we don't have any tornado warnings. We don't have any severe thunderstorm warnings at the moment. So that's the good news.